Hello? Hello? I need an ambulance. Can you hear me? I need help. What had happened? This cold. The darkness around me. I was usually not afraid of the dark. But there, on that day, I remembered I had a matchbox somewhere in my jacket. The urge to light a match was growing with every new chill running down my spine.
In my pocket, I found a box of matches. I could get some light using the circle button. Oh, Chapter 2, a door slammed. The boots had been used very recently. A hat. A man was living there. Yeah, people used to wear hats back in these days. Whoever lived here had a special taste for alcohol. Locked. No matter, I needed help, and it was in there. This mountain landscape couldn't soothe me. What's this? Ah! Can we, put it away? I wonder what I missed out there. Oh, wait, what's that? Beer. You may love it, you may hate it, or you may have never drunk a beer. Did you know the cost of all the new jobs in the Civilian Conservation Corps program from Roosevelt's New Deal could be covered just by the taxes on beer, over $328 million. Taxes on beer amount to almost $1 million per day. Beer means over 1 million jobs for you, your neighbors, or your friends. Beer producers know they offer well-being, but they also want beer to be safe for everyone. Enjoy with moderation. In the future, yours like ours, always will be prosperous. Beer is your product, and it's your future. Right. Um, we got the light on. You can put out the, Who answered? I couldn't forget that sound. Once inside the house, I tried to use the phone to call for help, but the answer was scrambled and unintelligible. Who was it? As a chill went down my spine, the entrance door locked itself behind me. Okay, looks like we got some more matches. Some African mask, a wooden face without a soul. A peaceful landscape, the kind of place I would have loved to be. Landscape paintings don't look very serene in black and white. The shovel was covered with fresh soil. Couldn't open it, it was no use. It seemed someone had been busy in that garden lately. The mud was still fresh. So it looks like we've been all over. Let's see. I couldn't go through there. Guess not.
This is what the night looked like. Limited perspective is as closed as this door.
Readable. I forgot I read that. Okay. Okay, looks like it's this door over here then. The armchair looked comfy. I could get some rest and save my progress. Without light, I couldn't do anything. Well, let's save first. Selena, night, smoke, and Mirror's jazz. Let's take a moment to breathe.
Are you there?
I could run using the square button. Awesome. Sorry, I'm eating. Comes darkness, October 29th, 1930. The time came when we stopped counting. We stopped counting how many companies closed in the past 9 years, how many unemployed and families ended up in the streets, forced to live in slums around our cities. We stopped counting all the commodities wasted because nobody could buy them, thrown to the sea or burned. We stopped counting how many of our business partners fell with us. It was 9 years ago, on October 29th, 1920. Born from the sick and speculative belly of America, the crash would throw the world into the storm and darkness. We are still here, but we lost faith. And we stopped counting, because they were just figures, because today they make us feel nauseous. Dawn seemed far at that time, and today some think they can see the sunrise. They seem to forget night and darkness are always out there somewhere. A soothing aura was surrounding this lunar goddess statue. The small statue of a lunar goddess that stood in the parlor felt like a comforting presence.
Help me.
Just a moment, dear.
Who was it? Or what was it? In my world, women didn't glow like the moon. And they didn't walk through doors either.
At least closed doors. Damn it. Don't talk over my jokes. I saw a surreal woman crossing the doors like plumes of smoke. Her out-of-this-world beauty was extraordinary. Was it my imagination? Was she the girl on the road? That would explain why there was no body.
Badly wounded than I thought.
Trophies, go away. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 11, August 21st, not 21st, 1911. Suffocating in its useless illuminations and frills, the mansion doesn't have the greatness befitting a fortune like the Vespers. It's the work of a degenerate romantic. It's like a stain in this century. I ordered the flower beds on the east side of the garden to be removed. They made moving around complicated, and in summer their scent was unbearable. I didn't talk about it to Henry, and he was quite upset. For the first time, I think I saw something like rage in his eyes. For a few seconds he did look like a man. And then he shut himself back in his melancholy and played the piano all afternoon. His jazz again, this stupid music which reeks of debauchery and misery. Was it the glow of the accident I was seeing there? Oh, got some more. And there's 6 more there. Whoever that was, it currently didn't ring a bell. Vesper, the landlords for sure, but not a very smiling couple. Nothing special about that wardrobe. The crucifix was not comforting him. Closed. I was locked on this side. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 12, August 28th, 1911. William is 7 today. He is with Henry, running after the servants in the garden, dressed up like monsters from space. Games, always games. The mansion is all upside down, and their yells gave me an awful headache. I'm now cloistered in the office, unable to even pray. Henry's fantasies keep William away from his great destiny. I have to bring him back to me, as this will be my only chance to make a man out of him, to make him embrace the Vinter Cross legacy, to show him the way. Henry is a dreamer, and he has no ambition whatsoever. He can't teach him anything. Behind every great man there is a great woman. Nonsense. Women should be on the front line. This is where the opposite brought us. I have no illusion about how little power the world is leaving in the hands of women. But William is young. He is the future. I will act through him. And may night finally fall upon this house. May William stop running after deceiving lights to find the place he deserves in this world. A boy with a religious dress, a house full of old traditions. Seeing the woman with the church candle, I was wondering where God was. A box full of old science books. What the? Who turned off the light? Oh, this is open. Memories, Vesper and Vinter Cross, 1905 to 19... August 18th, 1900, a great day for both our families. Note to self, Mother's shadows. Mother's shadows will never go away. I understand it now. Calling them ghosts would still be too noble. It is a filth that strives in the dark like flies on manure. As long as I am alive, they will never... Go in there later. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 19. And this is good old Boston, the home of the bean and the cod, where the Lowells talk only to Cabots and the Cabots talk only to God. A Boston Toast by John Collins Bossity, Boston Brahmin's Anthem. A high-heel shoe. Maybe its owner was still around here. A woman's shoe was lying on the floor of a corridor. I chose not to touch it. Something here felt like agony. Margaret Vesper, née Vinter Cross. A woman as noble as cold. One of the paintings had the name Margaret Vinter, the same as the grave outside. That woman's stare was as noble as a frozen lake and looked just as cold. In the eyes of the old man you could see wisdom and sadness. So are there just going to be matches that won't light? That's stupid. You could hang the picture of a headless woman on the wall. Ooh. Another apparition. I couldn't move close to it. It was an old lady, a corrupt soul. Death itself. I had to stay away from it. Boston Brahmins, June 6th, 1930. In these troubled times, one would dream about the glorious past of our city, about the founding fathers who built and strengthened its walls. They would be the Boston Brahmins, the bigwigs, businessmen, lawyers, and soldiers, whose sense of morality helped draw the lines of the city and gave it a soul. And what a soul! Without them, Boston would be one of those many little towns at the East Coast. Thanks to them, in less than a century, it became the major economic, financial, and cultural center we all. And while we can see those who will build the century to come, the newly graduated from Harvard, symbol of the city's pursuit of excellence, let us keep in mind the spirit of the pioneers, whose clear speech inherited from New England still sings in T.S. Eliot's poems and in the voice of Catherine. 8 years ago, Malcolm Nichols resigned from office. He was the last of the Brahmins, the last Republican to hold the mayor's office. But it is still here, this noble blood which built roads, schools, churches, courthouses, and hospitals. An economic crisis, no matter how dire it is, will never wash away their dignity. Okay, okay. Fuck, I'm stuck. What? Damn it. Not fair. Okay, I'll edit all this out. Really not fair because I got stuck. Okay, all those... That's good.
Who was it? Or what was it? In my world, women didn't glow like the moon. And they didn't walk through doors either. I had to be more badly wounded than I thought.
Okay, we'll leave her alone. Because that's what she wants to be, left alone. There was barely any humanity left in that man's stare. This portrait of a woman had been cut with a knife. I saw a newspaper. An appointment with destiny, too. These economic royalists complain that we seek to overthrow the institutions of America. What they really complain of is that we seek to take away their power. Our allegiance to American institutions requires the overthrow of this kind of power. In vain they seek to hide behind the flag and the Constitution. In their blindness they forget what the flag and the Constitution stand for. Now, as always, they stand for democracy, not tyranny, for freedom, not subjection, and against a dictatorship by mob rule and the overprivileged alike. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, June 27, 1936. An Appointment with Destiny, Part 1. For too many of us, the political equality we once had won was meaningless in the face of economic inequality. A small group had concentrated into their own hands an almost complete control over other people's property, other people's money, other people's labor, other people's lives. For too many of us, life was no longer free, liberty no longer real, men could no longer follow the pursuit of happiness. Against economic tyranny such as this, the American citizen could appeal only to the organized power of government. The collapse of 1929 showed up the despotism for what it was. The election of 1932 was the people's mandate to end it. Under that mandate, it is being ended. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, June 27, 1936. Gotta get some more matches. Note to self. Armchairs. I am so tired. Father ordered several leather club chairs from a Quincy craftsman. They are perfect. It is one of the few places where I can rest and think. Margaret wouldn't touch them, and I have no idea why. Maybe because they are marked with a sun, which made her blind. I don't know. I am just happy they are here. Thank you, Father. Sheet music was taken away from that glass case. I could look around using left, and I was still free to add. box lid was displaying an esoteric symbol. A small music box with a secret inside. I could feel it shudder under my fingers. The symbol of Venus was engraved on the lid. The globe was covered with scribbling. I had to find a better source of light. Okay, so we can't save it yet. I remember the smell. Cold tobacco, fresh enough to fill. A glamorous crimson lipstick. A wife's? A lover's? The touch of femininity was in stark contrast with the mess in the room. Not with the glass and ashtrays, though. Golden Lips cigarettes. The best things are made from the best ingredients. Golden Lips cigarettes are made with the finest Turkish tobacco, finely and tightly braided to bring out all its flavor. So light you'll think you draw on the air of a sunny morning, and yet you shall enjoy all the strength of their distinctive character. Breathe and fly with Golden Lips cigarettes. Join millions of smokers. Ah, there's some more matches. Them. Stove you. The gramophone could only play Silent Dust.
I decided to accept her presence. After all, from all those weird things I had seen that night, she was the only one who hadn't tried to kill me.
Okay. There is a light switch. William Vesper's Diary, excerpt number 2. February 6th, 1932. Of all the bars I visited, the Smoke and Mirrors appears to have been especially tailored. People there are quiet, melancholic. They stagnate in the swirling smoke of their cigarettes like convicts, desperate victims that were pushed to the darkness by the crisis. But even if the bar is an elegant place, they are not driven away. They respect their right to oblivion. It is a place where they can disappear. I found myself a corner from which I can watch their comings and goings until I am carried to the abyss by my own whiskey. Every time I am caught again by the band. Such good musicians. Their music is like a tear that time stretches. A slow jazz, steady and reserved. It is the music of their time, the music of those who fell on the wayside. Someone told me about a singer who just got hired. Well, I don't think the band needs that, but we will see. Summer of 1912, my only family after father's death. Their voices, their footsteps, their lives, them all. There's one with a fairly face that's not faded there. To turn on. What was there inside that needed to be concealed? Because I want to save first. Alright, here we go. Yeah, sure, we'll take them. William Vesper's Diary, excerpt number 9. May 11th, 1928. It has been a year already since Sarah died of pneumonia. A few months after Winterstone became disabled following his heart attack. They were my only friends. Today the house is empty like every day, filled only with my own echoes and these things I don't want to hear anymore. I miss Father so much. I still see him playing by my side. I see him put his hands on the piano keys, humming as he was playing music. I think about leaving, but then I wonder, what would that change anyway? Night is everywhere. She would find me. First, I have to make my big plan come true and learn how to live again. I listened to Jack Hilton's Wonderful You, and I realize I've never had anyone to play with. This is what I need. Some company. A companion. The city is so close. I guess it is time to leave. They have electricity and light there. A landscape frozen in time. Quite like the faces around it. The little boy's a little creepy. Damn it. A log. A good start if I wanted to start a fire. Note to self, kitchen key. My dear friend, for the lack of sleep erodes your sanity as well as your memory, I hereby decide to put the kitchen key in this book of recipes Father loved so much. It is in the library and won't move from there, which will prevent you from having to make extra keys again. Please start by trying not to lose this note. Your devoted servant, yourself, William. The menu for the dinner seemed to be a good 20 years late.
Goddamn door. Too heavy for me to breach it. Especially with my bad leg.
The match was a nuisance. I could put it out by pressing circle. See, and he's not going to be able. The fire could be an ally, but I need to find some wood. There's one. I needed more wood to get the fire really roaring. Okay, it looks like there's a piece here. A log. A good start if I wanted to start a fire. That's just it. No more. Still more wood for the fireplace. I was looking forward to that line. Oh, it would do the trick, but for how long? Just long enough. Lipstick, crucifix, astronomy books. Such treasure. From Selena to William, excerpt number 2. In September 1934, during a concert at the Red Bait, we meet Jim Erziger, a producer whose label Two Roads is becoming. After the show, he tells me I have a marvelous voice and that my Norwegian accent brings something unique to our African-American jazz music. That it is enough to get the attention of amateurs and curious listeners. I have to admit, Norwegian jazz singers are not. But I can't really believe he would hire us. But he does. He suggests we name the band Selena and the Frozen Suns. I am to be paid for singing. Everything looks so simple. Dad used to say that anything can grow in California. I feel like a flower finding its way through the snow. But my parents are not happy for me. I think they are homesick. But I am 22. Life is an adventure and I don't know much about life. I know nothing of pain, for example. Everything changes. Touching that disc was warm and comforting. I felt an urge to listen to it. The door was blocked from the other side. W. Vesper. He had the stare of a broken man, a lost soul. It looked broken and dangerous. Okay. Alright, well let's head back to that. Here. That music, its near presence gave me some hope.
It takes eternity to decide what'll be the best side to fall back on, but he won't tell now. No, he won't tell now.
It was her. That girl from the jazz record. Selena Sandvik. The key she left me was an invitation. Was she trying to help me? Or was I heading towards even more troubles?
I've been ignoring some of these. Okay. The girl on the gramophone. It seemed that using the gramophone made the girl appear, but it wasn't enough. She needed more, apparently. That puzzle was missing a piece, a link between her and the contraption. I found a chest that could be helpful, but the wooden cover was very heavy. I would need another light source if I wanted to use both my hands. A present. The disc said the girl was called Selena Sandvik, a jazz singer from Norway. She had 2 gifts for me. Her voice, who could seduce even the darkness, and a key, though it didn't mention which door it was supposed to open.
I had to focus. Surviving is a full-time job. Not the kind of job you can afford to lose.
That key was an invitation, but to which world? Well, let's find out. I'm gonna save. Could it be this door? That's in here, the library? Ah, yeah, it is. Awesome. Note to self, the shadows avoid the electric light. Tonight, one of my mother's shadows caught me as I was walking inside the library. That same day, I had someone fix the electrical one, which had been out of service for years. In panic, I switched on the light. The shadow vanished in a scream. Electric light kills them. Alright. The moon. I would have needed her light here. Ugh, dude. Victim of the crisis, October 19th, 1930. The body of a 40-year-old man was found yesterday morning in the area. According to the police, the death is the result of severe malnutrition coupled with massive alcohol ingestion. He is the 4th person to be found dead as a result of starvation this week in the neighborhood, where many factories have closed and the unemployment rate reaches 60%. The authorities seem unable to face the malnutrition and alcoholism issues, and community itself can't take over from the official institutions to face the crisis. The government doesn't seem to have the power to save its own citizens. Or maybe it doesn't want to. Rotten material again. I had to find the source of the problem. Reasons for the crisis, October 18th, 1932. The current crisis is a sickness born from capitalism, from speculation, like a blind madness forged in 3 sins. Greed. The wealth of the Great War was jealously kept since 1918 in the safes of those who were wealthy already and didn't benefit the economy or the people. Lack of experience. A weak economic balance was shattered to pieces by the restrictive policies of the Federal Reserve, still too young and unwilling to take bold actions. Fear. By refusing to supply money to the banks in order to encourage spending, the Fed actually was at the origin of the credit crunch, which pushed people to withdraw their money from the banks and, in the end, brought the whole system to its knees. The bleeding would cause the system to fail, the crash to happen. It wasn't supposed to happen, it could have been avoided. If someone had enough courage to face the few men who were ransacking America. The people should ask Mr. Hoover where he was when water started flooding the ship. What do you want me to look at, dude? My leg was hurting. It was better not to finish it off. Oh shit. Move around, cross button to activate. Okay. Let's see if that works now. That's a really long power cord. Move left and right. Virginia. No. Looks like there's a ghost there. What was that? Something sharp caused that split. I need the same tool. The moonlight was glowing behind these curtains. These gashed portraits were not my favorite decoration. Note to self, she's suing me. Her voice is harassing me, blaming me, and insulting me because I was not the heir she wanted so much. Margaret is even more harmful in death, and because I am her son, she has always possessed the keys to my mind. I am desperate. How am I supposed to keep a dead person at bay? Although disturbing, the knife had a role to play in that tragedy. Three graves, three names: Maria, Irina, Virginia. Irina, Virginia, and Maria. Three paintings, three women portraits. Someone added a blade as decoration, creating a grim but maybe meaningful display. One of the paints, the sit had the name. The same. Okay. What is? That's creepy. Sorry. Geometrical symbols? These shapes gave me a headache. Although my ideas were still very confused, the symbol had an effect on me. That kind of symbol, esoteric, alchemical, was enough to turn someone's blood to ice. The skull cracked under the blade. I wanted to vomit. Anything else? Whoever did this clearly had real issues with women. Note to self, the shadows move. Mother, or should I say what is left of her, seems to evolve over time. First, she was very static, as if trapped in her own. Now she's moving around the house as she used to when she was blind, shortly before she died. Margaret is waiting behind the doors, where she is standing in obscene and twisted postures, inherited from her insane mind. I cannot move without fearing her claws. Electricity had become a very good friend. It became. I made a discovery that would very well save my life. Electric light killed the ghosts. Could death itself die? The landlord had crates full of books delivered to him. Oh, a key was hidden amongst the pages. It would be extremely useful. Okay, I'm not going to read the recipes. I was holding the key tightly, praying that it would be useful. I have that. Okay, we want to use the knife here. Do it, don't think, said the voice in my head. Stick it. Okay, and I know we need one more. Ooh. Run! Great. Let's... Flipping the switch didn't do anything, damn house. Oh. I'm running low on matches. I think there's some here, because when I died, I didn't have as many, and I think they're still in here. Let's see if we can... Yeah, 4 more. Okay, good. I think we have the key to the kitchen now, so let's... It was this way, I think. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Maybe we have to avoid it. Let me go save. Just real quick. Shite! Okay, she trashed the place. That's fine. It's her house. No! Lights on! Ass! Okay, so looks like there's gonna be a ton in here. Note to self, matchboxes. I place the matchboxes all around the house in case the electrical wiring breaks down. It really is the last thing I wish would happen. Despite its tired look, the fridge was still working. The dishes in the sink were now full of life. Gross. Ah. The indicator revealed which of the two light bulbs was lit. The dagger was used to carve Selena before it was forcibly stuck. The blade had been stuck with remarkable strength. The one who engraved that name was either very much in love or very angry. No, I already had enough. Dude, what's with your... You have a concussion or something? Oh, wait. Once a meal, now an offering to flies. There was a note there. Okay, I already read that note. Okay, looks like we can't. Now, as I mentioned, I did see Harshly Critical play a bit of this, so I kind of know what to do, but there's, like, after this point, he hadn't played it for some time. Hopefully she's not here. Damn, it's still blocked. Great, thank you, Mother. Fuck! Away with you, woman. Shit. Okay. Wait, the light. Turn it back on. Oh, no, damn it, no! I'm gonna save this bitch. I want to at least finish Chapter 2. I don't work tomorrow, but I have to be in the city where I do work tomorrow at 3. I'm gonna meet one of the guys that the school, and he's gonna show me around the school, and I start work officially on Monday. So that's what's happening. Fucking hell. Jesus. So I guess now we have to go out. Wait, what happened? I see her there. She's like right there. think I know what to do. Not 100% sure on that. Here? Where is she? Oh, God, I don't know what to do. That's blocked. Fuck. Damn it. And that's an instant kill. Any hints you could give me? I finally had the kitchen key. This little chunk of metal was essential to my survival. Okay, that's great news. We know electric light can kill them, so do we need to lure her into this light? Because she's not going... into the kitchen. God, I don't know what to do. Okay, so I looked up a guide, and it's like so simple. It's this door. Oh, she's still in here? Jeez. Okay. I was making it harder than it should be. Okay. Oh, let me get these. Oh, there's 11 there. Perfect. Just need to put one in Virginia's portrait. We do something somehow, I don't know. I had to use both hands with that knife. The match was in the way. Okay. Just a picture, I thought, and I stuck the plate. The mechanical clicking sounded like a relief to my soul. I couldn't see anything. In a secret room. The map of the ground floor would probably be helpful. Lost and overtaken as I was, the floor plan showed up right. This is all a little out of order here. Okay, I just gotta wait. These sketches of naked bodies were drawn nervously, like an urgency.
The press clippings were all referring to the Black Lake Wolf, some serial killer going after women in the area.
The character with the lamp used to carry a light bulb. There. Alright, we'll stay away from that corner. Got a little light. Thank you. Let's save. Don't we feel better? That woman looked terrified, a feeling I knew all too well. There is a ghost in here. Ah. Oh. Hello? Smoke and mirrors. What was it? Some club? Oh no, something here was definitely wrong. That letter would be useful. I just didn't know how. It didn't make sense. Was it real or was I going to wake up? Pieces of a puzzle. The clues were gathering. I needed to think. The ignition key was still there. I could use the lights. Okay, just need 3 more letters. Who am I? Okay, he has to stay in the light, it seems. Someone spent a lot of time cutting these letters, and it wasn't a game. Bloody scissors were lying on the desk. That letter would be useful, I just didn't know. Right. Okay, good. He puts it automatically. The correct one.
Help me!
For an instant, I thought I was lying in a bar. That Selena was just a dream born from a whiskey bottle. But no whiskey would send you this kind of angel. She was watching over me.
Okay, looks like that's fine. Fuck! Oh, what the hell are you? It's like a grudge ghost there. And then you have that there. Wait. Finally, I felt like a child worshipping light after he had a nightmare. Oh, wait, was this part of the library? Oh, photos. October 29th, 1938. Vesper Inc. It's locked. Victim's note number 3. Dear Irina, we have decided to accept your proposal to come take a picture of our family. We know nothing about art, but I believe showing what is happening today in the heart of America is the right thing to do. You will see our flat is awfully tiny and dark. We miss our house, and the children often ask when we'll go back home. They still can't believe a bank could steal their house. Yesterday they told me, what do they need it for? Don't they have a house of their own already? When you have no answer to counter a child's logic, it means things have gone really bad. In any case, they know you are coming and they are very excited about it. We'll be waiting for you. You know our address in Black Lake. See you soon. Marilyn Campbell. European mountains. Felt so far away. Boston Brahmins, June 6th, 1938. In these troubled times one would dream about the glorious past of our city, about the founding fathers who built and strengthened its walls. They would be the Boston Brahmins, the bigwigs, businessmen, lawyers, and soldiers whose sense of morality helped draw the lines of the city and gave it a soul. And what a soul! Without them, Boston would be one of those many little towns of the East Coast. Thanks to them, in less than a century, it became the major economic, financial, and cultural center we all. And while we can see those who will build the century to come. Oh, wait, I think I've read this one already. Oh. Okay, that's where we are. Ah. I just couldn't believe they would not put any light in this corridor. Okay. So I realized something. Well, let's take that. Vesper Inc. And this is good old Boston, the home of the bean and the cod, where the lulls talk only to Cabots and the Cabots talk only to cod. Okay. So I earned a trophy there, as you can see. Get this open here. I didn't even see this. That's in here. That light bulb had nothing to do here. Where was its stand? Okay, that's the light bulb that I've been looking forever for. Whatever the picture, it will always look back at you. There's the other heel. Okay, looks like there's nothing else in here. So, let's... Crap! I made a foolish mistake. I turned off the lights in the kitchen. Let me turn them back on. Well, I turned the lights off in the corridor. Okay. Let me grab some more matches. Alright, we're ready to go. Fuck. Damn it. At least now we know what to do. That was totally fair. Whatever. No big deal. Okay. Missed some pictures earlier. The mother of men, my mother, you allow me to be a man. Okay, turn off this. Let's at least get that caught. Ah, there's that photo. The light bulb was decorated with tiny craters that looked like the moon. The light switch. I finally had more hold of. Okay, there's the door. I see a camera. March 3rd, 1921. Why is he holding a knife? Enough to keep curious eyes away. Victim's note number 1. Dear Mom, please do not worry. Robert's salary was cut by 50%, but he should be able to keep his job. That's how it goes with the crisis, even if it means we have to live with 20 to 25 bucks a week. I try to barter, and I do a few things here and there in exchange for food, to avoid wasting gas. I cook several meals at a time. I collect used clothes and stitch them back into shape, and of course I only buy bread when it's 1 day old. At least when the bread is hard, the boys don't gobble it up in no time. But we are lucky, neither of them either got sick. Winter is coming, though, in the wise words of the Starks. Last week we went to the cinema with Paul, and we saw The Blue Angel with Marlene Dietrich. What a woman. Here are $5. That's the best I can do right now, but we'll soon be with you. Take care of yourself, Beth Rogers. Damn it! Oh. I want to make sure all my collectibles are... It looks like... I can't remember when I died. So let's go into that one. And this is the part where, yeah, I haven't watched the rest of his videos, so I don't know what's... The coffin let out the noxious smell of death and rot. What's next? Just waiting for that to go away. In the corridor, I found 3 coffins that were just unearthed. The putrid smell that floated around me covered the smell of dirt.
This is what the night looked like. Limited perspective is as closed as this door.
Oh shit. Oh shit. A wire, it's like a human life. Follow it and you'll see where it always ends up. I don't see a wire. William Vesper's Diary, excerpt number 8, November 21st, 1919. Mother's burial was yesterday. While everybody was crying, I was cursing her as I watched the coffin slowly lowered under the ground. It was like a dark celebration. She is back where she belongs. And Earth itself doesn't care. It is not afraid of her. It has no ears to hear her scream, no skin to endure her beatings. But during the night in my room, Then I heard her voice. "I will save you," I screamed. Sarah came to see what was happening. I asked her to sleep close to me. I dreamt of Mother the whole night. She was walking silently in the house with her blind eyes. She was waiting behind the door of my room like a wolf. Dr. Rosenthal says that can happen with mourning people, that they make things up. For me, it is out of fear. I don't make anything up. Margaret is still there. Fresh mud, damp wood. The coffins had been unearthed very recently. Here's some photos. Margaret Vesper, January 2nd, 1880 through August 26th, 1990. He seemed drawn into that book. Okay, there's the stairs leading up, but her ghost is walking back and forth, and he mentioned something about a wire. So I'm assuming there's another light switch. Quite a lot of religious portraits for a single house. Note to self, I lock myself. I took the initiative to block certain doors after some dangerous encounters with Mother. It seems to be working even if her body defies the laws of physics. I noticed that during the darkest night she was able to walk in the garden, so I blocked the shutters and windows. At times, though, the wind manages to open them. This is preposterous. This house is turning into the tomb of a... I think there's a switch here. Dude, you gotta stop running like that. The vase was empty except for that partly liquid thing at the bottom. Damn it. Oh, wait. A single switch and I would be safe. At least I hoped so. What? The Wolf of Black Lake, August 10th, 1935. After a period of relative calm, the residents of Boston's suburbs are still living in the fear of what they now call the Wolf of Black Lake, as a reference to the poor district where a number of prostitutes have once again disappeared these past 2 weeks. As the police are no longer commenting on the case, they are now accused of playing the game of the abductor, as the number of missing women is rising, 21 at the latest count. The abductions happened at night, and the culprit seems to only target dark-haired women, pushing the most cautious residents to dye their hair. No corpse was found yet, nor any demand made public. It's always the poor who take the rap, as if it wasn't hard enough already, confesses. Nobody gives a damn. Even journalists don't come here anymore. That's nice. I never told you how much I loved you. Thank you. Shite! that's over. Note to self, I lock myself. Okay. What's this here? A tiny spark when I would keep living, but... Without light, I couldn't do anything. Portraits of men. I was pretty sure I had met a few. In the house? What's this here? Do what I tell you. You have to be, like, just right. There it is. Victim's note number 2. Dear Dr. Malloy, I went to the clinic to visit James. He is so weak. According to the doctor, this is the result of the belladonna and enemas. Anyway, when he saw me, he started crying. It broke my heart. I will ask them to stop the withdrawal treatment, as I soon won't be able to pay for it anyway. But I do swear not a single drop of alcohol will make it home. He could find a job. It's all because he had nothing better to do. I'm going to Black Lake to meet his uncle and ask him to hire him as a waiter. We have no choice. We have to give it a try. I know what you'll tell me, but I can't see him like he was today anymore. Thank you for everything. One day I will pay you what we still owe you. Jesse Graywood. Margaret Venter Cross, mother of William, the cornerstone of the family. I'm not sure where that is. He seemed drawn into that book. I hate that this is always going out. Here, let's save. Last bullet. Okay, good. So it looks like I can really go. William Vesper's Diary excerpt number 14, March 2nd, 1932. I don't hunt anymore. I go to the smoke every night just because of her, Selena. She came all the way from Norway to settle in California with her parents. She was singing there. As her career took off, she had a relationship with a prominent producer under strong media coverage, and she ended up in Black Lake. The owner didn't know more. For everyone here, what matters is her voice. And I don't recognize myself anymore. My piano training sessions always end up as a fantasized rehearsals alongside her. When I look at Luna, I see Selena's hair shine under the light of the smoke spotlights. I know nothing of her, yet she became everything to me. Her sadness is mine, her loneliness is mine, her jazz is mine. But how can I tell her these things that I take for granted? I realize how little I know about women. Okay. Note to self, hiding places. Margaret is easily angered and wreaks havoc in some rooms. I had to hide the house keys to prevent her from taking them to one of her dark places. She used that opportunity to set up her nest near some of these keys, so I had to give them away to her. Her aura is getting stronger by the day, so I have to think and find a way. I just couldn't believe they would not put any light in this corridor. locked cellar door was just another irony for the darkness that hid. The dark marks on the floor were a terrible omen. They were just another step towards the night. The Wolf of Black Lake, August 10th. Okay, I read this already. Oh shit. Where are you? Heels in the stairs. Selena climbed the stairs like a star. Contrary to me, she knew where she was going. I decided to follow her, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Some matches, they could be very helpful. They could be. But, like every once in a while, you get one that doesn't work. So, I mean, what good does that do? Well, let's follow her. It was dark upstairs. I had to be careful.
She had climbed the stairs like a diva heading back to her dressing room. Me, I was barely able to stand up, and I was trying to follow a star in the midst of black holes. I never felt so relaxed.
End of chapter 2. Alright. We did it. Chapter 3, 1 star can be enough. Okay. I'm gonna stop here for the night. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry, I had to look up some guides, I just didn't know where to go. So, I'll be back soon with some more White Knight. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see any more videos. And please give a thumbs up if you like.